Hey guys, it's Vuietnam here again with another Pokemon 5th Gen battle. I am on PO. Oh, I was on PO again, and I am going to narrate this battle for you. So I decided I want to use a slacking, so I use the slacking in this game. So he starts off as slow, goes for the sub. I'm gonna be Crustle. I don't fear anything, so it wants to throw at me. So I'm just gonna go for that Soft Rock, and I'm gonna set up all the hazards because I know I can get all up before he can kill me because Brave Bird is doing literally nothing to me. And with leftovers and all that, I know I can take a few hits. And he's literally just killing himself at this moment. He was at full health before, now he's at 38%. I have not thrown one hit at him. So I honestly do not care because he brought himself down all the way to 32% health. And then I switch out on the Glaceon, and right here I kind of I forgot what Endeavor did and how I brought it down to the same exact health as you did because I was just kind of confused. But so it brings out his God of War, and so I roared it out, and he brings out his God of War now, and I wanted to see what it was planning on doing, so I go for the Protect to scout out what it wants to do, and it goes for the Thunder Wave, and with most people, I guess he didn't. I don't know. I predicted he was gonna go for Thunder Wave once again, so I switched out into my Crocodile and take the Thunder Wave, and I'm fine. And right here, I should probably. This is a bulk up sub crunch earthquake set, and I keep forgetting that I have sub for some reason. But whatever. So I go for the bulk up here, and I noticed that I expected to switch, but he actually does have the energy ball. So I knew I could take one more hit, and I also knew that I could take him out. So now, God of War is now dead, but Crocodile isn't low enough that he can get revenge killed, which is not fun because I just, you know what I mean. But here he brings out his Porygon, and right here and then, I don't know what choice it is, but I know they usually are. So he goes for the Tri-Attack, which I thought was a weird choice to set because he does know I have a Ghost Pokemon on my team. So he switches out. I go for the Nasty Plot because Nasty Plot's freaking awesome. And he goes into a Sableye, and I hate Sableyes, but this is a weird one because he goes for the Trick, and so it gives me a Black Sludge, and he takes my leftovers. So then I get rid of it with a Shadow Ball, +2 Shadow Ball. Not much can take that hit. Goes back out into Swell. Just lives because of Rock, 7%, goes for Endeavor. I didn't right here, I remembered how it did, but I also forgot. That's why it was a normal type, because I am stupid in this video game. So he goes for an Endeavor, brings me down one more time, and I had to finish it off with an Ice Beam, because, yeah. So that kind of sucks that I kind of forgot that all freaking flying types that are normal if they're not anything else. So he goes out into his Ambipom. I go for Protect, just because I don't want to get hit by the Fake Out, and I might as well, and I don't know. It could be the choice banded fake out set, you never know. So I go into Glaceon, and he goes for the double hit, uses his normal gem, which is nice, gets rid of his double hit, and then I go out into my slacking, and I'm going to take the double hit like an animal, and then I'm going to punch it in the face with a return, and nothing wants to take a choice banded stab return from a slacking. Nothing does. So he goes out into his Porygon Z, and right here and then I wasn't sure if it's choice or anything, if it's choice scarf or choice specs, but since I went first, I know it is not choice scarf, and because I know I am choice banded, so that is good because I can go out into my Rapidash knowing I am faster and take it out with a Flare Blitz. And then it goes down to he picked out his Sal's book. And it only mattered if he was faster, if he was choice scarf, I know I was faster normally, but then I take him out with the Flare Blitz, giving me the win. So that was a good game there. rrjs came down to my last Pokemon. But yeah, so I'm gonna do another battle, and this one is against Hero Acer456, and we're going to get this started. So I start out with my Crustle once again. He goes for the Crobat, and my Crustle has a Mental Herb, so he does get Taunt doesn't work on him. But I really wanted to get rid of this Crobat because I felt like it was gonna be annoying throughout the game. And yeah, so he goes out into a Swampert. I know I can still set up my Stealth Rocks and stuff on the Swampert, because, yeah, I can. Because he goes for the Scald this turn, gets the burn. I always get burned with Scald on this freaking Crustle. Doesn't really matter, but I set up one layer of Spikes, and then he takes me out with another Scald. So I got Rocks and one layer of Spikes, which is always nice. So then I go out into my Glaceon, I go right for the Roar, but he went for the Roar as well, so that's why Roar went first. My Roar went first, and it gets Roar out into his Heracross. I go for the Protect just to scout out what he wants to go for, and he goes for the Night Slash, which I thought was a really weird to have on a Heracross, but whatever. And I don't know why he went for it on the turn. Maybe he's predicting the switch, and I don't know. So I go into my Crocodile, knowing I could take the hit. And right here and then, I really wish I remembered that I read my moves and I just didn't just go right for the bulk up, because I just go for the bulk up here when I could have went for. Did I go for the sub? Oh, never mind. I did go for the sub. I that was other game. That was last game. So I'm behind the sub, and I knowing that I'm not gonna be able to get up the bulk up. I'm just gonna go right for the crunch and get some damage onto the shaman. And so because I know I'm pretty sure it is a life 4%. I knew I couldn't take a hit, so I switch out into my Rapidash, taking the Giga Drain. And here, Acer makes a pretty good move, and I think he predicts me to stay in and not go for the fire move, or he was leaving it for Death Fodder, and it was just luck that he went for he went for the Earth Power, so I'm guessing he did predict me to, because he does have a Chandelure on the team, and he probably didn't think I was going to do that. So I just go for the Protect to get more leftovers of regeneration, knowing he was just going to probably go for a Giga Drain or something. Nothing I was really afraid of. If he went for a Rest, I would have sucked, but whatever. So I get more leftovers, and then this turn he goes for the Giga Drain, bringing me down. So, the leftovers always does help, and I go for the Ice Beam, taking it out, which is always nice, because Shamans are annoying Pokemon to fight. And then I think he brings out his Victini, which does get kind of touched by the hazards. And I just go for a Protect, because it's always nice to get some more leftovers. Because I do get hurt when I switch in and out, 25%, because I am an Ice-type Glaceon. And I'm like, I want above 50, so I'm going to go for another Protect, get the second Protect, which I don't get why people don't do it a little more often. Because I always seem to get the second Protect always. So I'm above 53 this time, and so that's a good time just to die, because, yeah. I don't know why I didn't switch, maybe I didn't want anything to take it, but whatever. So, he goes for that, I go out into my Slacking, and go for the return. Oh, I go for the Earthquakes. I knew nothing really wanted to take an Earthquake. Yes, Heracross could take it, fine, but it is Choice Banded and all that. So he goes out into a Chandelure, and I'm like, I need Slacking for later, so, because he's just an animal. So I go into Crocodile, expecting like a Fire Blast or Fire, but he goes for the Overheat, destroying my freaking Crocodile, and I was okay. So I'm gonna go out into Mismagius, but I didn't want him just to switch out and get. But then he actually just hits me with another, even though he was -2. But it still does a decent amount. Look, that's crazy amount how much I did, even though he was -2, and he's probably Choice Spectre Scarf. I'm not sure. He does. I go into Heracross. He goes for the Night Slash, taking me out. And here it is. He has a Heracross and a Swampert left. I know it's a defensive Swampert most likely because he does have Stealth Rocks. So I lock myself into the return and kill his Heracross easily. So then he goes out to his Swampert, and yes, so I am going to slack off for one turn, and he goes for the Scald, and it doesn't get the burn, which I'm really happy about. So here it is. I go for the return, and it brings him down to freaking 5%, and then he gets the Scald. I think and he burns me, and then he takes me out. So, even if he didn't get the burn didn't really matter, because he would have taken me out with a Scald next turn, but that was so close, almost took out a Swampert. But that was a good game, very well played. Hero acer456. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll hopefully try to get more battles up, because school is ending. I only have 2 more tests, which is always nice. I'll try to get more battles up. But yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone, and have a nice day.